In his own words, and for the very first time, we are hearing from the man who found Holly Bobo's remains.
Larry Stone was actually out hunting the woods for the herb ginseng when he made that gruesome discovery. He spoke exclusively with our Chris Conte. And Chris, he's frustrated by how slowly this is going in court.
Yeah, he is incredibly frustrated, Vicki, with how this has been proceeding lately. Photojournalist Angie Dones and myself actually met Larry last year, the day after he found Holly's remains. At the time, he was too emotional and too scared to speak publicly. But tonight, in an exclusive interview, the man who accidentally broke this case wide open is staying silent no more.
It consumed everybody. It's all anybody talked about. This was the first paper that after the disappearance.
If Crystal Osier had a choice,
that stuff doesn't happen here.
Then these headlines tucked away in the corner of a Lexington library wouldn't be here.
It says the searching, the questions, the prayers continue on the 6th day following the mysterious April 13th disappearing of the 20-year-old Holly Bobo from her rural Decatur County home.
This county,
there's not a day that goes by that you don't think about it.
these people,
volunteers prove relentless during Holly Bobo's search.
that girl never chose any of this.
So for this to happen in our own backyard, it was scary. It says here an estimated 1,200 showed up to search.
They searched by ground, they searched by air, and they searched within themselves.
I'm gonna let it shine. We were looking for somebody that we weren't sure if we were ever going to find.
Until one day, last September, when the seemingly interminable road to finding Holly led here.
You'll kind of walk and look.
Serendipity is a word often pinned on someone who finds something they aren't looking for.
And we'd walk right down this ridge right here.
But by his own admission,
And ginseng sort of looks like these baby hickory trees.
Larry Stone will tell you anytime he was ginseng hunting these past 4 years, he wasn't just looking for a plant.
You're almost the perfect person to be searching for her.
Well, 90% of the people that finds people are hunters.
He knew about this spot off County Corner Road because his father poured the concrete for the cell tower 30 years ago.
Well, I can show you the exact path I took.
Larry was right around here last September when he found a bucket.
I was facing the ravine this way, and it was like somebody, hey, turn around, here I am.
He turned around and then found something that would change this case forever.
You're standing there looking at remains that you know belongs to somebody that was loved, and you're sitting there looking at the ground when you're seeing your daughter laying there in her place. It hits home.
The TBI would later confirm what Larry felt in his heart. Those remains were Holly Bobo's.
Do you think Holly would still be out here if you hadn't found her?
Oh, I believe she would have. I don't think they'd ever found her. They was trying to hide her best they could.
For 8 months, he's stayed silent. But after watching various aspects of the case against Zach Adams and Jason Autry essentially be fumbled in court, silence, he says, is no longer an option.
To these defense attorneys that are saying, we haven't seen evidence that Holly's skull was found, you say what?
It's been found.
You finding her helps the case exponentially.
Well, no body, no case. And that's what these men had planned. No body, no case.
If those dental records are in fact correct, Larry will always be the man who found Holly Bobo.
Kind of set up a little memorial for Holly and to show the family that I cared.
He may look like a tough country guy,
Holly's favorite colors, pink and green.
but he has the tender heart of a dad.
I just want to say to the Bobos that I'm sorry for the loss. That all got shattered because of these men.
And so much like Holly herself, Larry is now a part of this story in which choice is no longer a part of the equation.
We want justice for Holly.
If there is a trial, it will be safe to assume that Larry will be called to testify. He did find something in that bucket near Holly's body, but Vicki, authorities have asked him not to discuss what that is.
All right, thanks, Chris. The three main suspects in this case, Zach Adams, Jason Autry, and Dylan Adams, are due back in court on June 6th.